All right, there are only 6 teams left. Michigan has cleared its path to the national championship. Let's keep going. Last night, Michigan beat South Carolina in our first Imperialism rematch and took their biggest opponent off the board and is now unquestionably the front runner to win this tournament. Let's see who's going to play in the Imperialism version of the All-State Sugar Bowl. Let's shuffle these teams and get going. On episode 129 of College Bowl 25 season-long Imperialism, the next team is Syracuse. They have not played at all. And we'll see if they play Michigan now or if they skip out and don't play anybody. They're here on the map. Michigan's the only possibility. Most of their border is taken up there. It could also just point north. And they play no one. But let's find out. Let's spin this arrow and see if Syracuse will be playing right now. And they will. Michigan, you're going back into the arena because the Syracuse Orange have finally arrived. Let's get it set up. Got to go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Syracuse, an 85 overall with a decent defense. They could pose some problems for Michigan, but I honestly doubt it. If they were able to handle South Carolina so easily, then I think Michigan's going to have a very, very easy time of winning this game. Let's see. Let's go with their home. We got to go all orange. All orange is fun. Do they have anything else? Home option is Navy. No. Away option. No. Alternate. This, honestly, I don't mind. Away option 2. No. Home. Yeah, not great options. I think we're going to go all orange. They've got their home uniforms. Or do we go white and orange? No. We got to stay with stick to our guns here. We're going to go Sugar Bowl, which is right here. Oopsie. There we go. All-State Sugar Bowl is right here. 7 minutes. Going to be another nightcap game. And let's get this going. Michigan playing once again. I believe this is their 20th game of Imperialism. Let me double check that. Yes, this is the 20th game that Michigan has played. A truly unreal total. They've taken down 5 of this year's College Football Playoff quarterfinalists on the road to this game right here. And Syracuse, they haven't played at all. They've been one of the best teams in the SEC all year. They beat Miami to knock them out of the playoff in real life. And now Kyle McCord will finally get to play in Imperialism with just 6 teams remaining. We'll see if Syracuse can stand up to the best team of the tournament at all, or if they'll just fold quickly and give Michigan another victory on their path to a presumptive Imperialism national championship. Michigan has 1 extra life remaining, so they will not be eliminated if they lose. And obviously, since this is Syracuse's first game, they will say goodbye if they're knocked out by Michigan today. Let's load up these rosters. Got a pretty even crowd here at the Superdome. Syracuse will kick off, Michigan will return, and we are underway in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Let's get it started. Return only goes up to the 17-yard line, and we got to make some changes to the depth chart real quick. Now I think we can do it. There we go. Just got to put Alex Orji into the game before they run a single play here. There we go. Sorry, I lost my way for a second there. There we go. And there. This is one play. Let's go halfback base here to Donovan Edwards. Oh, and it's an unbalanced formation. This is going to be a big play for Edwards. Watch this. There he goes. First down for Edwards, and now we go back to regular sim. Michigan gets the first down, and now they get their drive started for real. Orji hands it up to Edwards again. He pops outside and is taken down after another 5-yard gain. He has been such an incredible running back. And You know, I've given Alex Orji some critiques throughout this tournament, but he had a truly incredible game against South Carolina. The yards weren't crazy, but he had some amazing scrambles when they were trailing in that game. They'd already lost to South Carolina once, so there was definitely a possibility of it happening again. But Alex Orji just summoned the courage to take over and win that game. There's a completed pass to Tyler Morris for another Michigan first down. And we saw what happened in the one game where Davis Warren took over as starter. In this tournament, Warren, I think, threw 2 interceptions almost immediately. And I was going to be good, just like follow every single roster change the CPU made, but I'm like, no. No, Alex Orji's brought them this far. He needs to stay in. Orji's going to hand it off. Edwards avoids the first TFL, but he's only able to pick up 2 there. It's tackled by number 10, Fadil Diggs. Fadil? Ah, boy, how do you pronounce that name? Let's see if we can find that out. Syracuse football roster. Nope, no pronunciation. Fine. And that's not going to be a good run for Edwards. They shut him down. I believe that was number 10, Fadil Diggs, once again making the stop for the Orange. And that'll be 3rd and 10 outside field goal range. Syracuse with a chance to lock up this offense, which is not highly rated, but their clutch gene in this tournament has been unquestioned. So we'll see if they can make another big clutch play here. Gotta have a spy on Orji. He waits, he scrambles, there it is. That's why. That's why you gotta have a spy on him, because he is prone to running the ball as soon as he finds an opening, and for some reason the CBU doesn't like to cover him. So they leave this like 15, 20-yard cushion, even when it's 3rd and 10, and don't leave anybody in to run in and try and shut him down. He's too fast to play like that. 1st and 10 from the 43 for Michigan. Fake it. Orji rolls to the right. He's found a weakness. He's exploiting it. 4 yards there. Number 18 comes in for the tackle for Syracuse. That is David Omopariola with the tackle. Interesting last name. You don't see a lot of spellings like that in various African languages. I don't know what that's from. Orji waits, throws, caught for another first down. It's Kalel Mullings, the number 2 running back, making the catch, and Michigan now firmly in field goal range. Like they can taste the trophy. They can taste the championship. Their road to this title has been so arduous. They're not just getting here by being a bunch of group of 5 teams and skipping the wheel. They've played 20 times now, and they've more than earned the extra lives they've received. Orji throws to the left. He'll be caught by Frederick Moore. He picks up another 6 yards. They are just staying on schedule. Syracuse has had one good play defensively so far, and that's just not enough. You got to be more aggressive. You have to force turnovers. You have to get sacks. Like, it is not enough just to play like standard stuff to try and hold them to short gains. That's a losing strategy. 2nd and 4 now for Michigan. It'll go to Edwards. Edwards powers through to the right. Another first down and a whole lot more. Down to the 10-yard line, 1st and goal for Michigan. And if they can find those runs, this game might already be over because, oh my God, Donovan Edwards tried to punch somebody there. I don't know if y'all saw that animation. He fully took a swing at that Syracuse defender. No penalty, though. 1st and goal from the 10. Marshall goes in motion to the right. He hands it off to Edwards. Edwards gets blocking, but he's taken down by number 33. To hold that to only a 3-yard pickup. That's somebody who's not on the roster. Don't know who that is. But it's a good play for Syracuse. Now it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 7. We'll see if this goal line stand can amount to anything for the Orange. They fake it to Edwards. Orji get a roll to the outside. Has some space. Spins off one tackler, but is taken down after only a 2-yard pickup. I thought he was going to get that for a second. Now we 3rd and goal here in the beautiful New Orleans Superdome, which is about to be featured in Super Bowl 59. And man, would I love for the Ravens to be there, just like they were in Super Bowl 47. That would be a lot of fun. Orji fakes it, rolls out, gonna run again. Again, no one's covering him, and he goes right into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. An easy, easy run for Alex Orji. And that's the most, like, forthright he's been about running the ball on any drive that I've seen. He just took over. Like, he threw a couple good passes, had a couple good runs to Edwards, but he's like, hey, they're not covering this, and I'm going to keep taking advantage of it until they bring extra spies in, which will help me throw the ball later. Here comes the extra point for Dominik Zvada. I think this is a 7-0 lead, and Syracuse better be ready on offense because this is going to be a shootout. Mainly because their defense can't do anything. They can't stop anything today. So the Michigan fight song plays again. And these fans that have been used to so much success, both in real life and in Imperialism, are happy knowing that their team is probably going to win another game tonight. Unless Kyle McCord can go off. It's a decent kick return to the 17. Not great, but not bad either. And here comes Kyle McCord, getting ready for his first play of Imperialism. Steps up in the shotgun. This looks like a run formation. They're probably going to test out Michigan's defensive line here. They go to number 1, the running back. He lowers his shoulder and powers forward for 8 yards. Jason Barham and Cole Sullivan combined for the stop on LaQuint Allen, the starting running back for Syracuse. He's an NFL draft prospect. Kyle McCord's a draft prospect. Aronde Gadsden, the second for tight end, is a higher level draft prospect. And here we go. They take the pitch, and McCord is sacked. It had been a minute since Josiah Stewart got a sack all to himself, but he gets one there. It's a loss of 8, and Kyle McCord is already roughed up, looking worse for wear. So we 3rd and 10 now for Syracuse. We're going to get everybody set up, and they are in trouble here. If they can't convert this, this game might already be over just 12 minutes into this stream. McCord drops back, under pressure, throws, long, caught, and that's a first down. Trebor Pena, I think. Yeah, Trebor Pena, that's what we'll go with. Makes the catch for a clutch first down. Very well-designed route. Nobody was in front of him. He was able to turn up field. Even though they threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, they were able to make it work. 1st and 10. McCord hands it off to Allen on the inside, and Mason Graham gets another tackle for loss. He and Josiah Stewart just keep going back and forth trying to figure out who's going to be the Heisman. And Will Johnson has made a late entry as well. And that is the end of a very, very quick first quarter. Syracuse finds himself down 7-0, but they've got their first down of the game. Another run to Allen. He tries to sprint outside, and Jason Barham's there to shut it down. So it'll be 3rd and 11 now. Syracuse in big trouble once again. Kyle McCord has to save them with his arm. Is he up to the task once again for the Orange? McCord looks to the sideline. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Launches it deep. That's going to be tipped away. Zeke Berry tips it away, and Michigan is able to force the stop on defense to force a Syracuse punt. So Michigan will get the ball right back, looking to make this 14-0 and make this a very, very quick episode as we get down to our top 5. There goes the punt. It's a long hang time, but here comes Samaj Morgan on the return. Flying past a couple players. That's one of the best returns we've seen in this tournament, bar none. Great play by Samaj Morgan, and now it's 1st and 10 for Michigan. They hand off to Edwards. He pokes outside, and number 33 is there again to make the stop. I don't know who that is. Let's see if we can find out here. That's Caden Brown, who's no longer on the team. I think he transferred out. So now it's 2nd and 6. for Michigan. Bredesen goes in motion. The fake to Edwards. Orji wants to run again, but he'll throw it instead. And that is going to be caught short by Colston Leveland. And I've already forgotten his name. Caden something. Shoot. Caden Brown. That's what it is. Caden Brown. With another tackle, making it 3rd and 3. Can Syracuse force the stop here to keep this close? Not by press covering Samaj Morgan. I'll tell you that much. Orji waits. Drops back, runs for another first down. Again, they're not covering it, and he is just flying down to the 31. And this defense just refuses to adapt or call anything differently. And Alex Orji's like, I'll take these free yards. I'll run for 100 yards if y'all don't stop me. Fake to Edwards. Orji drops back. Throws deep, open, and that is poked away by the Syracuse defender. Colston Leveland almost had the catch, but it's incomplete. For the record, the most rushing yards by a quarterback in one game, I believe it's 83 yards from Tyson Fomachan, the UMass quarterback. Way, way back early in this tournament. Another fake. Orji wants to throw again. Has to avoid the sack. The ball is out. And it's recovered by Alex Orji. Fadil Diggs with the strip sack and almost flipping this game in Syracuse's favor, but Orji's able to recover the kick, or the fumble. And now the only worry is whether they're outside of field goal range. Diggs just got past his blocker, sprinted in, knocked the ball loose, and Alex Orji fighting hard to get it back. So now it's 3rd and 19. For the Wolverines. Orji wants the deep ball. And he'll scramble. Again, no one's covering it, but now they do actually cover it. Number 5, Elijah Clark, is there to shut it down. It'll be 4th and 13 for the 34. This will be a 51-yard attempt for Dominic Zvada. And he is absolutely making this kick. No chance in hell is he missing this opportunity to put the Wolverines in the lead. Snap, hold, kick is good. Yep. 10-0. Michigan is now up. Zvada with another made field goal. He is far and away the leading scorer in this tournament. He's just such a weapon. They can get to like the 41, 42-yard line and already be in field goal range. That's been a factor for a lot of their games. He's had a couple of very late field goals. I think only one true game winner, though. Like time going down to 0 and him making the kick. And here comes the kickoff. We return to the 10, the 15, and not much further than that. Not a great return for number 2, and here comes Kyle McCord in the Syracuse offense. We've got their work cut out for him. We have press coverage in the slot receiver here. McCord throws deep, caught. What did I say? Press coverage. Number 5 makes the catch for the Orange. That's Omari Hatcher, the redshirt junior, making the reception for Syracuse. And Kyle McCord takes advantage of press coverage. He's not going to get that luxury every single time. But every time he does, they have to take advantage. McCord calls a big-time audible here. Josiah Stewart will line up way outside, sprinting in. McCord drops back, throws long, and that is knocked away. Guess who? Will Johnson breaking it up. It'll be 2nd and 10. And McCord is lucky he was a sack there. Josiah Stewart had a wide starting point and was just shot out of a rocket into that offensive lineman. He almost got home. But instead, it'll be 2nd and 10 here. McCord throws short and dropped. They're not going to credit him with the catch. It'll be 3rd and long. And Kyle McCord needs another big conversion to keep this drive going and keep Syracuse's hopes alive. Because honestly, I don't give him much of a chance in this ballgame. McCord waits, throws, long, caught, and that's a first down. And number 19 gets a huge gain up to the 35-yard line. That's Aronde Gadsden II, their NFL prospect tight end. Syracuse finds themselves in field goal range. Looking to keep this game close with 3 minutes to go in the first half. If they did win, Michigan would be out of extra lives and without a real way to get them back unless they play in every single game going forward. McCord throws to the sideline. It's caught, and that'll keep them on schedule. It'll be 2nd and inches. Umari Hatcher with his 2nd catch of the game. They're up to the 25-yard line now. They just keep pressing forward. But they need to score a touchdown every time they're this close. They can't afford to kick field goals against Michigan. McCord. Under pressure. No, he got it away, and that'll be almost picked by Zeke Berry. He tried to intercept that one, but could not make the catch. He was also out of bounds, so it wouldn't have counted. Kenneth Grant pressures that pass and makes it irrelevant. And now you just got to go. You just got to run the ball here. If you can't pick up 1 yard on 3rd and inches with only 5 defenders in the box, then you don't deserve to win. They hand it off. Allen gets the first down and a whole lot more. Up to the 19. Syracuse keeps marching forward. And that'll be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to try and run some clock here, make sure that Michigan can't just march down themselves. But at this point, it might be fruitless. They're going to have a lot of time in all 3 timeouts. So that is the 2-minute timeout. Syracuse finds themselves down 10-0. And no other team has ever made a double-digit comeback against Michigan before. So this is essentially a death knell. Unless they can score a touchdown right here to keep it close. McCord throws short, caught. That's Umari Hatcher once again, making it 2nd and 5. They'll gladly let those 15 seconds come off the clock. McCord throws quickly. That's going to be dropped. Jay Sean Barham breaks up the pass after it got into his hands. So now it's 3rd and 5 for the Syracuse Orange. In short field goal range, which can obviously be dangerous. They need a touchdown here. No other choice. McCord throws it quickly. That's a first down. Safe, good play calling. Gives yourself a safety blanket. It's LaQuinta Allen getting outside, making the catch, making it 1st and goal from the 6. And more time will come off the clock. They are managing this clock extremely well right now, but now that it's 1st and goal, they're kind of out of options. They got to score the touchdown now. McCord throws short, and that is just short of the end zone. Umari Hatcher catches it and kind of falls down at the 1, which will take 15 more seconds off the clock. Making it 2nd goal. Syracuse does get the ball to start the 2nd half, so they're really playing this well. They do not go chew clock this time. Let's see if they run the ball to Allen. They won't. McCord waits. Wanted to try and run it himself, and 28 is there to shut it down. That's Quentin Johnson knocking that ball away. 3rd and goal from the 1. You have all 3 timeouts. Run the ball. Give it to your running back. All you need is like half a yard here. Just punch it in. I know they're playing for the run, but like their corners are too good. They have too many end zone interceptions. They will hand it off. It's the backup. He jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Yassine Willis, the true freshman, makes this a 10-7 ball game. Syracuse, no strangers to playing in a dome. They're one of the only, I think they might be the only FBS team that plays inside. And they're loving the Superdome here as they keep it close against the defending national champion and presumptive Imperialism champion, Michigan Wolverines. Here's number 15 to kick this extra point. I don't know his name. Kicks up and good. 13 plays, 83 yards, just over 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get that kicker's name, actually. We cannot. He's not on the roster. Great. There goes the kick. Let's see if Syracuse can shut this drive down so that Michigan can't score right back. You've got to be kidding me. Kalel Mullings to the 50. He's taken down. Michigan already just 9 yards away from field goal range. An awful time for the special teams to screw up. Now you have press coverage. This might be a royal screw up. Orji waits, throws deep. It's intercepted. Devin Grant picks it off. And I've got a whiplash from those two plays going back to back. What an insane outcome right there. And somebody's in the chat. I'm hoping they're talking about how crazy it is, but let's see. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, let's go South Carolina. I'm sorry, bro. South Carolina got eliminated last episode, but I was rooting for them. I was rooting hard for South Carolina. McCord waits, throws, short. It's going to be caught. It's going to push forward. Syracuse calls their first timeout. Let's see if they can get into field goal range here. Steal some extra points before they get the ball back again. Yeah, they lost to Michigan. They had the lead, too. It was a very good game, but then Michigan just took over. McCord waits, throws deep. He's got a man there, but it's tipped by Quentin Johnson. Yeah, I mean, they beat Michigan the first time, which was really cool to watch. And they had Michigan's number early in the game, but then Alex Orji, like, it was 3rd and long. He stiff-armed somebody, drove down. It's Jover. I'm so, yeah, they got landed on. I'm so sorry. I really didn't want them to, but they did. McCord throws. That's going to be caught into field goal range. First down, Syracuse. So really, you should be cheering for Syracuse to try and avenge your loss and take Michigan out of this tournament. Like with Nick Harbor and Lenora Sellers and like all their incredible defenders, I'm like, this is the team that can beat Michigan. And then they fell short. I was heartbroken. McCord throws deep, open again. And the Orange are down to the 14-yard line. They call their last timeout, 4 seconds to go. Here's a huge field goal attempt for number 15. Snap, hold, kick is good. It's a short kick, but it works to perfection. And Syracuse has tied the game going into halftime, and they get the ball to start the second half. I mean, this is the type of stuff that Boston College pulled off in their win over Michigan. You have to play situational football to perfection. They scored 2 touchdowns in 6 seconds. They were down 14-7. They took a 21-14 lead to take over. Okay. It's going to be a recording session. I think I'll be fine. By 9:30, I think I'll be good. Yeah, we'll be all good. Here is the kickoff. They will kick it off. Only 1 second to go, though. Yeah, they did screw you guys with Bama and LSU. Like, I forget which game it was where they had, like, the crazy onside kick and Hail Mary situation, but, yeah, go Qs, 100%. They've avoided the wheel this whole tournament. And now they're finally playing, and they've tied it. No one has made a double-digit comeback against Michigan in this tournament. So there's a first time for everything. And now that we have, like, an actual, like, fan of one of the teams in the chat, 100%. I'm just going to go full bias and cheer for Syracuse the rest of the way, in this game at least. Here comes the return to the 15, down to the 18-yard line. I mean, I root for chaos anyway, but, you know, now that I have personal stakes, and that you have personal stakes, we'll definitely wrap that up. It's going to be Allen who breaks one tackle, and Mason Graham shuts him down for a loss. Mason Graham, one of the best players in the country, and the most impactful player of this tournament. He's getting close to 50 tackles for loss over all the games that Michigan has played. And it has essentially meant that every team that wants to beat them has to do it without a running game, straight up. Press coverage here. McCord fakes the handoff, throws short, that's caught. And it's a bad coverage scheme for Michigan. As Arande Gadsden II powers forward to get the first down. And Syracuse suddenly has Michigan's number. This could get very, very interesting for the Orange. If they can keep this one close and potentially take the lead against an offense that's suddenly sputtering. It's going to be another fake handoff. McCord wants to go deep. He uncorks a deep ball, and that's going to be tipped. And almost intercepted. I think that was Ernest Hausman trailing the play, who could not make the catch. Syracuse dodges a bullet on that one. We got some oranges in the chat. I got I don't think it was Hausman. I think it was somebody else. Late handoff. It's going to be Allen powering forward and getting the first down. Derek Moore is able to make the stop. But that's LaQuinn Allen getting another first down for Syracuse. They're at the 42, and they just keep moving forward. To quote, meet the Robinsons. Here we go. 1st and 10. McCord to Allen again. He tries to get outside. And Hausman tried to shut him off, but he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage at least. Josiah Stewart with the tackle. And now it'll be 2nd and 10 for Syracuse. Cal McCord is finding the right throws. He's definitely taking some risks. There have been a couple of near interceptions that he's thrown, but he's found the right play more often than not. And he's just got to keep doing it. Allen gets past the first couple blockers, gets another first down up to the 44-yard line. Another great run for LaQuinn to Allen, pushing them past the 50. Syracuse in business once again. What a great run. And these outside plays, like they're blocking the edge rusher as well. They're running it away from Josiah Stewart and finding a lot of success in doing that. If they can have a consistent run game, then anything's possible. McCord to Allen. He is taken down almost immediately by Kenneth Graham. He's kind of been the forgotten man on this defensive line, but he makes a play there. Before 2nd and 10 for Syracuse. They're still outside conceivable field goal range. But one more good pass, and they're right there to take the lead against Michigan. McCord going to throw this time. They've got plenty of pressure, but he throws short. They've been loving those passes behind the line of scrimmage. This time it's Jackson Meeks making the catch and getting a first down for Syracuse up to the 31. They're in field goal range. There's Dalton, Michigan, or an SEC team. And the only two SEC teams that are left are Texas, who got obliterated by Michigan, and Ole Miss, who somehow has not been landed on the wheel once. I've spun the wheel like 175 times now, and they haven't been landed on a single time. But they'll have to play eventually. Short pass to number 19 who makes the catch. And it'll be 2nd and 8. So it's 2nd and 8 from the 29-yard line for the Orange here. They're just going to keep doing what's working. Press coverage at the top of your screen. They do have safety help. That's on both sides, really. McCord waits. Gonna roll, and he just barely avoids the sack there. That also could have been intercepted. Yeah, screw Lane Kiffin. And also screw Ole Miss. They have this like separate booster fund that got interviewed for an ESPN article when they were talking about like the congressional lawsuit, the antitrust thing. And they're like, yeah, we're going to find out whatever Congress says, and then we're going to immediately find a workaround to pay our players as much as possible, just like off the books. And I'm like, that's not what this is about, man. It's a good play there, holding that to a 1-yard gain for Michigan's defense. So now it's 4th and 7. It'll be a 45-yard field goal for their kicker. I don't know who he is. He's not on either one of Syracuse's rosters. But he has a major opportunity to give Syracuse the lead here. Let's see if he can pull it off. Snap, hold, kick is good. The rare clutch field goal against Michigan goes through the uprights. Denard, maybe? Denard? Denneberg? Brady Denneberg, I think. Brady Denneberg, Syracuse. What's your number, dude? Yeah, that's him. Brady Denneberg is his name. Getting his 2nd field goal of the game to give Syracuse a 13-10 lead. This was the score of South Carolina beating Michigan. Went to overtime. So this has certainly happened before. Mullings had a fantastic kick return at the end of the first half that meant nothing. And here's number 10, Alex Orji, once again for Michigan. Driving back immediately under pressure. He is sacked on first down. Marlowe whacks the middle linebacker. Hurdles in, unblocked up the middle. There's nothing you can do about that. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the 16-yard line for the Michigan Wolverines. And you gotta say it, they are in trouble. But these are the moments where Alex Orji usually responds and gets some sort of scramble play. It's the one thing Syracuse hasn't really been able to cover today. If he can get outside the pocket and get more yardage, then he can bring Michigan right back into this ballgame. Orji sends a man in motion. He drops back, throws short. It's going to be caught by Tyler Morris, and there it is. What did I say? What did I say? He always comes up in the clutch to give Michigan some big plays. Syracuse brought the blitz again. Michigan's line held up. And Tyler Morris, who has been just the Grim Reaper to so many other incredible underdog teams, does it again against Syracuse. Orji hands it off to Edwards. He gets outside, but there is Fadil Diggs making the stop to make this 2nd and 9. You have to make them one-dimensional. You have to contain Alex Orji, keep him in the pocket, and force him to make throws because he's thrown 12 interceptions in this tournament. 13 now with the pick he threw against Syracuse, so it's certainly possible. They said level in motion. Orji under pressure again, but he does get the throw away, and that's Frederick Moore. Another completed pass for another first down up to the 45. Still not in field goal range, though. I mean, if you're Syracuse, if you're looking for a moment to just, like, clutch up and lock in and make a big play on defense, now is the time. End of the third quarter, outside field goal range. You just got to step up and make a play. They're stacking the box. They hand it off to Edwards. He gets his blockers. And there's a flag on Michigan. Is this holding? I think it is. Wow, you never see that. Horribly timed holding call. And they're lucky it was 5 yards into the play, so it's 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 20. Orji hands it off to Edwards. He gets those yards back mostly. So it'll be 2nd and 11. Justin Barron helping out on the tackle for the Orange. Let's see if Michigan can keep this drive going or if Syracuse can come up with a huge stop to potentially put this game away. 2nd and 11. Edwards goes outside, jukes back in and makes it 3rd and 3. He's just so good at picking up those extra yards. And that is the end of the third quarter. We're going to skip right to the fourth here. It is crunch time. 3rd and 3. Michigan just outside field goal range. Syracuse stacking the box with 8 defenders right there. They hand it off to Edwards. Up the middle, he gets the first down. Jukes a man out of his shoes for good measure. And puts the Wolverines in field goal range with a chance to tie it. And Syracuse, you gotta have to take the ball away or get a couple sacks because Dominic Zvada is making this kick if he gets the chance. 1st and 10. Another run to Edwards. He bounces outside, gets an extra blocker, goes back up the middle, picks up 4. He's constantly changing the angle with which he runs, which makes it really difficult for the linebackers to actually track him down and shut down the run. So he's 2nd and 6 from the 33 for Michigan here. Orji stops, throws short, wide open, another first down, Frederick Moore. I mean, they've had their practice. This Michigan team has been in every single situation you can imagine. They were down to Boise State with like 20 seconds left and then drove down the field to kick a game-winning field goal. They don't know how to lose. Except against South Carolina and Boston College, but that's separate. Orji, no, they fake it this time. He's got plenty of time to throw. He launches deep, and that is going to be... Oh, my God. Syracuse had 2 defenders defending that pass. And number 1 was going for the pick And number 26 flew in, knocked the ball away from his own teammate, destroying the chance of the end zone interception. Heartbreaking. Orgy drops back on second down, just barely gets the throw away. It's caught by Morgan, but he's stopped by number 1, who is not listed on the roster, but it's a good stop. 3rd and 2. Yeah, I know, no way. Oh boy, this is the moment. Syracuse needs an interception badly right here. Orgy will throw. Under pressure. Launches. Wide open Colston Loveland. It's going to be 1st and goal. And if you're Syracuse, the one solace is that short field goals are harder than long field goals in college football 25. So maybe he misses from here if you stop them. But that's kind of the only chance you got. Because if Michigan scores a touchdown, I don't like their odds. Orgy, Edwards, right up the gut, touchdown Michigan. Why not spin in for a little pizzazz at the end, right at the end, razzle dazzle. Michigan retakes the lead. They'll go up 17-13, and now Kyle McCord has to respond once again. Syracuse is able to get 3 straight possessions to take the lead. Michigan responds with a long, long back-breaking drive. Here's Vada to make it a 17-13 ball game. Snap, hold, kick is good. A 13-play, 74-yard drive taking up almost 5 minutes of time. And if Syracuse loses this game, that end zone interception that was dropped is going to be a huge reason why. Not a great kick return back to the 17-yard line, and this is the moment. Kyle McCord, you lost to Michigan when you played at Ohio State, and now you get a chance for revenge. Can you step? Oh, God. Mason Graham just ended a life with that tackle. 2nd and 13. Not the best way to start the drive, I got to say. Ripped right through number 72, Mark Petrie, and just destroyed LeQuint Allen in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Only a 3-man rush, but Josiah Stewart gets back there anyway. 3rd and 20. Josiah Stewart is just unstoppable. His 2nd sack of the game, I think he has somewhere around 30 in this tournament so far. And if you don't send 2 blockers or like have a quick route that he can go to immediately, he's just going to get home. There's nothing you can do. 3rd and 20. Syracuse's last chance to make something happen. I wish I could drop him in now. That would be very, very helpful. 3rd and 20. McCord under pressure again. Oh my God, it's a safety. Well, if you were looking for the Michigan defense, I think we found it. Josiah Stewart with back-to-back sacks. Mason Graham with a tackle for loss. And now Michigan will get the ball. Up by 6, looking to make this a possession game. We will play this possession. This has been a fun stream. It's been a lot of fun. But I gotta say, I don't like Syracuse's odds, especially after they kicked the punt out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
They're selling. They're selling so hard right now. I feel a little emotional, man. This is just sad. Orgy sends Bredesen in motion, drops back, hands it off to Donovan Edwards. At least he's dropped for only a 1-yard gain, but they need essentially a 3-and-out to give them enough time to make some mistakes and then get a miraculous touchdown drive. And the only solace is that the safety doesn't really change much. They were going to punt it regardless. If anything, it stops the clock after a sack, which is good, I guess. They're chewing clock, though. Orgy pitches it to Edwards. He's got some blockers outside, but he will not get the first down. Number 1 with the tackle. So it all comes down to this. 3rd and 5. Syracuse not calling their timeouts just yet. They're saving it for the offensive drive if they get it. So this is their chance to keep this ball game alive. Can Syracuse make the stop? Orgy will throw. He's under pressure. He rolls out, gonna try and scramble. He's hit, incomplete. Syracuse will make the stop, and they will get one more shot on offense to make something happen. What does Kyle McCord have up his sleeve for this moment? Let's find out together. Here comes the punt from Menzer. It's a neutral return. And here's the last chance. They're playing press coverage all over the place in this opening snap. McCord wants to go deep. Has a man there. It's a sliding catch for 8 yards. They're not going to call their timeout yet. I mean, you have to be so careful with the clock. Run it when you can, but get into touchdown range quickly. Because you can't leave Michigan with anything. If you give them even 13 seconds, they will get in range and they will kick a field goal. McCord throws short. Another completion. He does hold on. Gadsden with a great catch. First down. The clock will stop as they move the chains. But they're still a long way away. 65 more yards needed with 90 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts. But it's a low percentage drive. Let's see if the Orange have a miracle. Fun fact, I did get accepted to Syracuse, but I ended up not going. McCord drops back. Waits again, launches deep. Does he have a man down there? Tipped incomplete. That was triple coverage. And folks, that could have been an interception. I am very, very glad, 1, that it wasn't picked, and honestly 2, that it wasn't caught. Because sure, they would have scored, but it would have been a full minute. Michigan would have had all their timeouts, and that would have been curtains. They would have gotten in range for the game-winning field goal, no questions asked. 2nd and 10. McCord throws short. It's going to be the running back, Quinn Allen, making the catch, but only for 3 yards. Ooh, they're not going to call a timeout, which leaves about 50 seconds to go to set this play up. That's high risk, but with all 3 timeouts, I'd say it's worth it. Because if they're going to get in range, they're going to get a deep ball at some point. You just got to play it really carefully. 3rd and 7. McCord drops back. Stewart got back there. He launches the deep ball. Wide open. It's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse. Trebor Pena gets back there and scores. And the Orange are an extra point away from taking the lead. 37 seconds on the clock. That is a lot of time for Michigan. But you know what? Just get the points on the board. Get your first miracle and then hope for a second one. An unreal throw from Kyle McCord. Terrible coverage from Michigan. Great. I mean, I'm happy, but I've seen so many other game-winning field goal drives from Michigan that, like, I can't say it's over yet. There goes the kick. It is good. But I will say, the overtime that South Carolina had, Michigan stopped South Carolina on offense. South Carolina made the field goal, and I thought it was over. But then the Gamecocks got an interception in overtime to win the game. So, maybe we get another miracle here. I don't know. Mullings is taken down at the 24-yard line. Michigan has 33 seconds to get into field goal range. They need about 40 yards. Orji drops back, throws deep. They already have it. Oh, my God. They are already just about 11 yards away from field goal range. Tyler Morris. This is what I was talking about. They're just inevitable. Syracuse playing press coverage again. Don't ask me why. Orji drops back, throws deep. It's going to be caught, and Donovan Edwards breaks a tackle. There's another timeout for Michigan. They are in field goal range. You got to be joking, man. 21 seconds to go. Michigan with just 1 timeout remaining, and their only chance is a sack here. Edwards gets outside to the 40. Here's the thing. They call their last timeout with 18 seconds to go. They're going to kick the field goal right now. This does give Syracuse a chance. Zvada, they're going to call their first timeout. Zvada from 57 yards to give Michigan the lead, and their 18th victory of Imperialism. He's been so clutch. Let's see if he does it again. Snap, hold, kick is. Got it. Of course. Dominic Zvada connects from 57 yards, as he has so many times. But, this is a big but, Syracuse does have a chance. Man, he almost missed that. He almost missed that kick. Well, here we go. 14 seconds to go. Can Syracuse get one more miracle here? Let's find out. They will return the kick. Only to the 17-yard line. Here's McCord with the running back there. 11 seconds to go. They need a deep ball. They are playing press coverage, though. McCord waits. Sacked. They call another timeout, but it's curtains at this point. With 7 seconds to go, like, there's just no chance. McCord on 2nd and 19. Drops back. Stewart flies in again. Graham flies in. McCord gets the throw away, but that is not your ball game yet. 2 seconds to go. They have one more shot, but the chances are just so slim. This is what Michigan does. They just don't lose. You have to be perfect in every single way. 3rd and 19. McCord. Nothing. Josiah Stewart breaks up the pass. And Michigan wins the Sugar Bowl. They eliminate the Syracuse Orange for their 18th victory of Imperialism. We're down to our top 5. Syracuse waited this long, and they gave Michigan everything they had. It must be said. But they fell just short, like so many other teams before them. It was close, man, but Dominic Zvada made the final play that was necessary. Michigan celebrates with another trophy, and they will knock Syracuse out of the tournament. Let's go to the map. You hate to see it, honestly. Here we go. Syracuse, we were rooting for you, man. We were all rooting for you. But at the end of the day, it's not your fault. Michigan's just too good. Bye-bye. Way in here. Hop up. Out of the way. There we go. And that is it. Folks, this is your top 5. Michigan, Texas, Washington, Ole Miss, and Boston College. Somehow with only 5 teams left, we still the kid Hitler went to Michigan after this. I mean, not the worst thing to tell them. But yeah, somehow we still have 3 teams from last year's college football playoff. A little bit of bias there, but we'll see if anyone has a chance of beating the Wolverines. Maybe Texas on a neutral site. You never know, but whatever. We'll see you tomorrow night for another game. It'll be the Orange Bowl this time. Or no, the Rose Bowl this time as we get down to our top 4.